Okay, so last time I was giving you basically a rundown on how to read these, and just to give you like a quick rundown, I'm just gonna go from top left to top right in the U shape. You want to look for 60s dew points. You want to look for the temperature and dew points to be less than 15 different, like a difference of 15 or less. You want the LFCL to be low. You want the LFC to be low. You want um them to be close together. You want these are wind barbs, which is the winds. You want these to either be something like for example, right here it's like this. Right here, the most bottom one is like this. You want them to be either like that or like this or like that. Like they could either be more like this, but that's fine. Okay. You want the ML cape to be 1,000. That's good. You want the sin to be less than 30 most of the time. LCO less than 1,500. LFC less than 2,000. 3 cape over 50. Lap stripes 6.8 or higher. Here's 7. Uh, Surface SRH you want it 150. This one you want it over 200. This one over 150 to 200. This one surface is 6 over 30. You want 46 over 15. You want this to be curved like that. And a good way to find out if this is as curved as you need it to be, you want this number to be over 45, and here it's 67. So, that's the basic. You also want this to be the 850 box. If in this column, you want the 850 to be um, red. Okay, and this is for Mississippi and Alabama, the Mississippi-Alabama border. And this I just realized that this is how I realized that this could be a good environment for tornadoes tomorrow around 4 p.m. tomorrow. But there's another thing that I didn't mention. Like here's the tornado threat for tomorrow, according to actually we just got updated. When did this get updated? This got updated 1 a.m. 112. This got it updated 9 minutes ago. And the area that I just said that could be good for tornadoes, here's the top border of Mississippi and Alabama. Top border Mississippi and Alabama. We just got into a 10% hashed area possibility of strong tornadoes tomorrow. So that's good. I mean that's good. Like that's good forecasting that I managed to forecast. I managed to narrow down the whole thing that I narrowed down in the last video, the whole United States down to this point of 10% for tornadoes, which is, sounds little, but that's actually significant. Now that's for that. Now, but like I said, there's a whole area where we could check the temperature advection of 850, and there's an area here in Indiana, and let's check that area. Now, this is a little, when it has like these red bars like here, that means that the sounding is a little contaminated, and that's not something you want, but okay, we'll just ignore that for now. So let's do a quick rundown with everything I said. 60, yes. Close. 15 or less, yes. Bottom and close together, yes. Wins, okay. Over 1,000, yes. Less than 30, less than 1,500, less than 1,000, less than 2,000, yes. Over 50, 6.5. This is a little low, but that's fine for the Midwest. This is 6.5 with 6%. That's enough. Over 200, yes. Over 100, yes. Over 200, yes. Over these are really good for tornadoes. Over 30, over 15, over 45, hook shape, like a reverse 7, like L sort of shape. So this is a good environment. Where is this? This is, I think, around. Is this Indiana or Ohio? So one way you could find out, I could just copy and paste here the latitude. I could just search Google for this Indiana. So this is the sounding for 4 p.m. tomorrow. Um, here in southern Indiana. But because, and so to narrow it down, I could say, oh, why don't I chase this instead of that? Well, I accidentally erased it, but here you can see that you could just say that the 3K was way higher. I forgot what I said. These numbers are way, the numbers in the Indiana sounding I just did was way higher than the sounding, where was it? Let me find it again. I think it was just this, the 3K, the two most important things for tornadoes is 3K and your kinematics, so these numbers. And compared to this of just barely 50 and this number being less than 200, compared to this being over 100 and over 200, this is a good environment for strong tornadoes tomorrow. So I think, and here's one for southern Ohio. Here's also barely 50, but this is in the 200s also, compared to the 152 of Mississippi. And the LFC and the LCR are way lower compared to the one in here. It's always almost at the 1 kilometer, and here it's way down. Here is way down. So if I was a chaser tomorrow, I would say, let me just see the coordinates for both of these. You already saw the one for. Let me just Google for this. I can erase this already, I think. I'm just gonna hide it for now. Here's Louisville. Here's Louisville, Kentucky. That sign I did was a good. So if I compare, what's the one I took in Indiana? This one? No, this is one I took in Ohio. Where'd the Indiana one go? This one. What am I saying? So if I see both of these, I'm gonna say, at least as a starting point, I see the coordinates for both of these. How far is this? Okay, so Chicago is in the picture. I'm gonna delete this one. And I already know what the thing is, so something like this. St. Louis is in the picture. Something like this, maybe. I think it's a little bit farther. I would say this whole area from Evansville's right here. So I would say this whole area from Columbus to Evansville is a good area for strong tornadoes tomorrow. But I could be more specific than that and look at the high resolution models. Here's HRRR. Now another reason why I wouldn't chase like Mississippi, for example, here's 21 Mississippi tomorrow, and you see how this is the area I took the sounding in Mississippi. Wait. This is the area I saw for Mississippi and Alabama and yeah, Alabama, and you can see that these storms are more like in a line, and when storms are in a line like this, they're not really usually favorable for tornadoes. What you really want is storms that are like this, or like they're kind of by themselves instead of being in a whole a whole line like this for stretching for miles and miles and miles. You kind of want them to be by themselves. And an area that satisfies that is up here at 21Z. You can see, for example, let's take a sounding. Like, let's take a sounding. Let's just keep it at the same time. Like this one is kind of by itself. So let's get sounding in front of it. And that's low cape environment. Let me move a little bit more like here. And go to 21Z tomorrow. And you just have to like here. Look at this. Where is this? It's north of Louisville, Kentucky, basically in a similar area to where I put the. Where did I put this? Here, so it's like here. So it's right in the red area I circled before. And look at this sounding. You have a 67 dew points. You have 70. They're close. Also, another thing I didn't mention is that you want the dew points to be above the 1 kilometer layer, and here they're pretty good. You have low LCO and LFC. You have 1,700. You have 187. You have over 6.5. You have 200 to 300. You have a 300. There's a very strong environment for strong tornadoes for 4 p.m. tomorrow. If I was a chaser, I'll definitely be chasing the whole area I drew, because this is a pretty big area, but basically you're going to be just following the storms when they start in Evansville and then just follow them up to Columbus, Ohio. So when do storms reach like somewhere around here, like around 19Z? Like, let's check the sounding from here. And look, even here, 225 3 Cape, 200s of the kinematics. Here, the possible hazard is a PDS tornado, which is basically a particularly dangerous tornado. This is a very strong environment for tornadoes tomorrow. But something to keep in mind is you just don't want to check one. You want to check, this is the HRRR high resolution model. You want to check multiple. So then just take it for a similar time frame of 21. Here, not really showing that good of an environment. Let me see. No, this one's more. Here you have a good environment still, except the 59, 69, 71 to century. Okay, but this is a good environment still, even though the temperature different. Well, it's less than 60 though. That's the issue. And it's less than 1,000. But you can. This could be in a high shear, low cape environment. SSO. This has actually more of a line, similar to what you have in Mississippi and Alabama. These ones are kind of by themselves. Let me see. This one has oh, this one has less than 53 cape. Let me go back to 19Z maybe, or 20Z. Let's see. This one's. No, this one has. Well, not a lot of them are very favorable for tornadoes, but because some of them are, you just have to say, and because NAM is too. Look at this one. This one's 158 over 200s in the SRHs. So yeah, third photograph. Where is this at? Evansville. So yeah, you want to start off. So if you're a teacher, you want to start your day off in probably Evansville to Louisville, probably somewhere in the middle, just to like. There's a town called Santa Claus. Interesting. I bet you Christmas is very cool there. Yeah. And then something else you could check is this is an ensemble book for those. And you can see the for a 24-hour neighborhood probability of a tornado. You have a good area of tornadoes here up from Indiana all the way down to Alabama. If you could check the storm attributes and go to the I'm looking to 99.95. The brightest color. Actually, not that many bright colors for tomorrow, except here in the Indiana and Ohio border. 150. So yeah, actually, I feel like the storm has kind of gone like there's a lot of uncertainties tomorrow because only the HRRR is showing a very powerful environment for tornadoes and some aren't. So it's just gonna be a wait and see type of day. You could check the SRF. You could go to severe tornado ingredients and check around the time I was looking at 21 Tuesday. It actually puts the bullseye in Kentucky or Tennessee, I mean. And but it still has the area all the way up down from let's see 0Z. Was there anything significant showing for let me see. Let me just zoom in all the way close to there. Nashville. Over 50, over 200. But yeah, there could be a possibility of tornadoes in either of these environments. Even though after 6 p.m. the storms get a little messy down here. Strong tornadoes are common in this part of the United States. So I think I'm going to do an update tomorrow morning with the most recent information. But for now, I'll probably, if I was a chaser, I'll probably target. Okay, one more thing I'll check is this tornado, strong tornado parameter for tomorrow at 21Z. You see the brightest colors. There's a lot of bright colors up here. There's also bright colors down there. There's even bright colors down here. So, but if I would take a guess, I'll just chase these because that's the ones that have been. I mean, that's where the Storm Prediction Center put their most strongest tornadoes up here. Like watch. 50% is in Columbus, Ohio, Cincinnati, Ohio, Louisville, Kentucky, Dayton, Ohio. Possibility, including a few significant long track tornadoes, is anticipated this afternoon and evening, which is tomorrow. So yeah, if I was a chaser, I would start my chase in between Evansville and Louisville. Maybe in Santa Claus. I would stay there. So yeah, that's my take for tomorrow.